All right, man. Let's talk about. Apparently, the Pistons had a scrimmage, and the starting five in the scrimmage. Which they actually have a preseason game coming up pretty soon too. Shout out to Alex for sending this to me. The starting five in the scrimmage was maybe a little bit of a shocker. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance for notifications. We go live or drop a video. In the starting five was Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Bojan Bojanovic, Sadiq Bey, and Marvin Bagley. Now, apparently, Troy Weaver felt like I felt, and I just really didn't see. I really didn't see Isaiah Stewart being the starting four in this league. I'm sorry, and maybe. Or Liver stepping in, or maybe even what's my man's name? What's the kid's name from New York? Kevin Knox, Atlanta, stepping in and being ready for that role yet. So they gonna roll with Bojan Bojanovic. He gonna stretch the floor. He can put the ball on the floor. Once again, it may be a defensive liability. That's what scares you. It's three defensive liabilities across the front line: Bagley, Bey, Bojan Bojanovic. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Livers, Diallo, Hayes, and Durham going to have to step up in some of these lineups. That is a terrible defensive front line lineup. I just got to say that. They said, well, Bagley got better defensively being here. Sadiq Bey, one of the worst defenders. Bojan Bojanovic, he ain't one of the best defenders. That's kind of what kind of scare you and kind of why a lot of people like kind of, somebody else in there. But we'll see how it works. It's a lot of hype on the team, but the one thing that scares you about this team is simply just simply Dwayne Casey. And then, some of their philosophy, like Marvin Bagley, I wasn't a fan. I know a lot of people hate to say that, man. If you're gonna be that big in the middle, you got to be able to rebound, block the shots. He can rebound, but he can't defend the paint. You know what I'm saying? So, that front line is atrocious when it comes to defense. And, Sadiq Bey is probably the worst one of all. That's what the deep analytics say. So, like I said before, man, it's going to be a lot of expectations on this team. And if they don't, reach those expectations, which most people expectations to play in, it's going to be some issues. And they're going to need a lot defensively from Jaden Ivey, Jalen Durham, Diallo, Livers, and Stewart. And Hayes, they gonna need them all season long defending. But my issue with this is that is a terrible defensive front line. It don't pretty much get too much worse than that, unless you're talking about somebody like the Charlotte Hornets. We may be worse than them, but like I said before, this is just a scrimmage start lineup. In my opinion, Nerlens Noel and Burke are hurt, by the way. So for those who don't know, but in my opinion, I'm just gonna roll the dice and put Durham in the middle of that shit. But he may not be ready. But one thing about Bagley gonna do is he gonna catch the ball, he gonna rebound. So if you get him to defend the paint, man, he'll be perfect. That's all you need him to do is block, rebound. He can do that. And then my whole thing is you're going to have to find ways to get him the ball on the post. That's what he's good at. He's a block technician. But Bojanovic, he going to stretch the floor. And Sadiq Bey, he playing for a contract. Are they going to really get the most out of him offensively is the question. That's $1 million question. Are they going to get the most out of him offensively? And I don't know. And I honestly don't know. I don't know. So I have my questions about this team coming in. It's a lot of excitement, but defensively and coaching wise, what their philosophy gonna be, this team should be running up and down the floor attacking. And we're focusing on being a good team, defensive team, but Casey said they, headed where they thought that he would, but they spent a lot of time in the offseason mining Bojan Bojanovic because he just got here. So we'll see. We'll see, man. But it's gonna be an uphill battle. It's gonna be an uphill battle. It is. But we'll see. It's gonna be an uphill battle. But overall, it's gonna be interesting how they're able to integrate some of these defensive guys here, man. It's just not enough defense in that lineup for me. But hey, I want to hear what y'all believe. But they got a lot of defense on that back lineup. Everybody in that back lineup can get out there and defend. So we'll see. These lineups ain't set in stone either. That's what we can say. So just because you start don't mean, you're going to be in the final five to finish the game either. Or just because you don't start don't mean you won't be in the final five. So that's something to kind of think about for a minute. But defensively, I have my questions about that lineup. The front line in particular, they all terrible defenders on the front line. But you got some really good ones behind them. Durham is going to be good. Nerlens Noel is always solid. Diallo is solid. Burke is solid. Killian is really good defensively. Heard he was aggressive at scrimmage and all that. I mean, that's what tends to happen when they draft somebody at your position. They just drafted you 2 years ago. Isaiah Stewart is solid defensively, just not at the 5 per se, but we'll see if he's even better at the 4. If he can move his feet, he just said he's focusing on 3. You got to do more than shoot threes. It's where Bojanovic got him at. Bojanovic going to put that hole in the ground and get to the rack too. So like I said before, it's just interesting. Very interesting, but they got a nice blend. They have a nice blend of, offense and defense. My thing is, I just don't like that they don't get out and run, and I don't like that they just settle for threes. That's what I don't like. This team should be attacking and getting out and running, but that's my opinion. The lineup, I'm not the biggest fan of, but hey, that's just my humble opinion on it. Don't make it factual. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Notification, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. I'll hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love and support. Don't forget you can check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, entertainment. Right here on YouTube is Goodfella TV. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.